So I'm Liz. I'm the fitness center manager here at the East Peoria campus. This is Spencer. He's one of our trainers over there. So we're just going to talk today about how that little bit of anything that we do can make a big impact on our lives. We'll talk about 3 areas that this makes the biggest impact, and that's going to be your physical activity, or just that little bit. It doesn't have to be, a whole hour at the gym. Just a little bit can make a big impact. We'll talk about meditation. We think that's another area in our lives where just that little extra can make a difference in our day or in our entire lives. And then the third part is nutrition. We'll have time to practice each one of those as well. So we'll just kind of get started and let it be open. You guys have questions, just shout them out. We're very laid back people. So, and there's not too many of you here today, so we have time to do that. Yeah. All right, so our first category we're talking about is physical activity. I just want to go over what is physical activity because it's different for each person. If you're very active on your job, I would suggest that physical activity to you would mean something different than what you normally do. So, right, if you do a lot of walking on your job, that maybe doing some strength training would be considered your physical activity, something outside of what you normally do. If you sit a lot, it might mean walking more, just getting up and moving more. So I have a variety of images here to kind of help explain that. We got these ladies up top, and they're kind of just working out together, using their own body weight. There's no extra tools needed or equipment, but they're moving, they're squatting, they're having fun, they're working together. I personally like the one of everyone in their work clothes, exercising, stretching, because that's an important part. Stretching is important, and even just getting up and getting some blood flowing in different body parts than we're used to, that makes a big difference in our body. So like I said, you don't have to spend an hour in a gym exactly to get some benefits from physical activity. Just adding, we're actually going to do a little bit today here, just as we are, just showing ways that we can squeeze it in. There's another option here. Group fitness classes is another fun way. So that's if you're more social, if you like the music, you want someone in front telling you exactly what to do and on a beat. It's a very fun way to get your physical activity in, but it's not for everyone. Some people I want my headphones in, I like to go on a quiet walk by myself, and that's fine, but just knowing that there's a variety of options out there. And then, of course, up to our more advanced, which would be working with a trainer, more one-on-one. I say advanced, but honestly, it's just more involved. So I wouldn't say you have to be an advanced exerciser to work with a trainer. I would suggest someone just beginning to even work with a trainer because you're going to get more one-on-one attention. They're going to pull out tools and things you've probably never used before. They're going to show you how to do it safely and properly. But that's just more involved way to look at physical activity. So there's all different ways that you can be active. Not one or the other is right or wrong. It's just what fits your lifestyle right now. Thanks. So why do we need that? What's that little bit mean, or what's it look like? Surgeon General recommends 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week. So to some people that sounds like a lot, maybe, depending where you're at. And for others, you're like, oh, I get that all the time in my job, right? So something outside of your regular activity is what that 30 minutes is talking about. However, the obesity epidemic and our healthcare costs and claims are skyrocketing right now. It's so bad today that now the Surgeon General just recommends you do something. So just get up and move, right? I couldn't put this presentation together and then not have us get up and do something today during it because it is so easy and it's going to be quick and you're going to see that you get a little benefit from just taking 5 minutes to do something today. So it doesn't have to be that 30 minutes. We're at the point now where if you just get up and do something every day, cool, or most days of the week, work your way up to that 30 minutes. So
and don't discredit the fact if you do outside jobs, or anything like that, your gardening, your planting, even getting out your groceries. Granted, you don't do groceries every day. I mean, I don't know, maybe your house is that big, something you do. So think about that. Even though it's 5 minutes of work doing that part, that adds up. Every little bit adds up.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Far away from that building.
Yeah, yep, exactly. You're used to.
Have a choice.
Yeah.
And then when you come in, right?
Mm-hmm. So what are the benefits of doing this? Why would we want to do just that little bit of physical activity most days of the week? Well, it can prevent any of these. How many of you in here have one of those on there? No? Good. I know most of you guys are active too, though, because I see you all at the gym. There could be something on here that we don't know we have, too. So regular doctor visits can help prevent that just not knowing aspect of it. But I would hate to go through life, get put on meds for all this stuff, and never have just tried doing something to prevent it, right? And now granted, as I mentioned in our previous one, genetics, unfortunately, have a big part in this. So you can work all you want towards this, and just your genes, your history, family history is going to tell you, sorry, no matter how hard you work, you're still going to have high blood pressure or anxiety. It happens. But you can still kind of moderate the amount of medications you're getting by helping it out, right? If you're still working towards it, maybe you don't have to take as much. They don't have to increase your dosage. So that's why we want to move. That's why we want to get up and move.
Yeah, especially ones we so falls and that as we get older in life, or even at all ages of our life, we want to work on, hey, I want to fall down. If I fall down, I'm able to get back up. That whole thing where people joke about, I fall and I can't get up is actually true. There's sometimes where a whole class where we're just working on having someone get up from the ground and going back down to the ground, because some people are like, I can't get up off the ground. So by working out and doing our things, we prevent that from happening.
So we're going to do a little bit today. Here's where we get to practice a little bit of all of this. Sorry, I'm going to make you move, right? We're going to have fun, though.
We're doing something.
I know, right? We're doing something more than we'd normally do, correct? Sure, Liz. All right, so we're going to start with a 1-minute march. We're going to have 5 minutes total by the time we're done. That's all we're going to move you. So we're going to start with march. Exactly. So depending on your fitness level, you can sit right in your chair and you can march your legs, okay? If you want to stand up, we'll start marching here. Just lift. Yep, it can be small movements, right? Small movements. Good. Good. All right, if you want to go more intense, you pick up your knees higher. If you bought good shoes today and you're feeling really energetic, don't hurt yourself, don't show off. But if you feel good, you can do a little jog. Yeah. I have a mic on my back. I'm not going to do that. It's going to fall. I forgot about it there. So we're 30 seconds in, right? Yeah, exactly. Fast steps, little tire run, go back to some old school training. Yep, you can do step, side to side, make it interesting. I wish I had music. You can dance to it. There you go. Yeah, you sing it, David. It's all you.
Almost there. 10 seconds left.
Good. If you want to make it a little more intense for these last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. You did something today. Good job. That was only 1 minute, though. So now we're going to do a minute of just our arms. You can keep your legs moving if you like that motion, and if your brain can do 2 things at once. Arms are just going to come up. We're going to stretch them as far as you can, and then you're going to wrap them down and lift up and back. Stretching our chest, so breathe in and breathe out. Good. So again, if you like to march while you do it, I forgot to set my timer. We'll just go about 40 more seconds. We'll assume that 2 of those was 20 seconds.
And you can go this way too.
Yeah, go forward. Rotators?
Oh, yeah. So you're just going to go forward, right here.
Fun. All right.
So you don't go over your head. You can go
Yep.
over here.
Your range of motion. But you're moving blood into places that you wouldn't normally. So if you sit at a desk all day, right, we're kind of like this. If you push in a cart, you're walking. Gravity is constant, so we got to go against gravity. 10 more seconds. There you go. Good job. All right. Feels silly, right?
Over there, David?
He is. He should be an instructor for us. All right, this next one, we're going to use a chair. Or not, you can do the air as well if the chair feels too low. I like these chairs, they don't roll. So make sure if you were to practice this again, don't use rolling chairs. But you're going to make sure your legs can touch the back there, but separate your feet a little bit. So you're going to sit all the way down and all the way up for 1 minute. You're essentially doing a squat, right? So you want to make sure your knees are in line with your toes. If that chair feels really low, just go as low as you feel comfortable and then stand up. Not when you're short, yeah. The taller you are, the lower that chair feels,
I know, I'm like,
right?
oh, so far.
So just make sure your feet are nice and wide.
A rock.
Get some momentum maybe to help you.
My knees.
I can hear, yeah, we all got a little something going, don't we?
It's a bad sign.
Okay, my ankle's already. Almost there.
I know.
15 seconds left.
By the time we're done with this, you'll probably have, if you're counting, I don't know, what, about 20 squats or so?
Mm-hmm.
Probably more squats than you thought you would do today. This is
Almost there.
3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, yeah, you can sit for a second. Right. All right, we're going to make some blood go from the legs into our upper body. So sorry, Ken, I should have prepared you for this. We're going to move around the room a little bit. So we're going to find a space on the wall. I can stay here and do it. That way I'm on video, but you're just going to get your hands about chest level. So not up by the face, but in the chest. The closer the feet to the wall, the easier. The further away, the harder. Notice I'm not going to use the actual word until you start doing them. I'm going to tell you, yeah, you're doing push-ups, basically. I didn't want to forewarn you because I thought you might run out of the room when I told you to get up. Yep, so just bend your up. Good job. Your one-arm push-ups, show off. Yeah, so you're working your upper body. You're getting blood flowing there a little bit wider. Gets different angles and more narrow if you want more triceps.
30 seconds left. Almost there.
Yep. Just make sure you're breathing. Abs are real strong. You can always modify this to go harder. If you have another location that doesn't roll, like your desk or table, you can use your table, and that brings you even closer to the floor. And eventually work your way to floor ones. But not everyone wants to just drop on the floor in the middle of their day and do push-ups. Yep.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
do
you're
it
fine.
that way, too.
Yep.
And you
Right
can
there.
put your elbows at your side, so you're going a little bit lower.
Oh, that one rolls though. You can try this one if you want.
I do it on my
That was good.
steps at home.
At a time.
Good. On your steps? Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. So they're slightly elevated, not all the way down on the ground.
Do that.
That's all right. Good. Yeah, you guys can have a
Wall's
seat.
good.
The wall's good.
Yeah, and if it hurts with your elbows, side, you can bring it down closer to you kind of almost right about here. And you put your feet out a little bit here and you're going this one.
Both feet
Yeah.
together?
Yeah, you can do your feet together otherwise too. There's some people it hurts.
You guys
them
can have a
because
seat,
their
too.
Arms wider up here, so we try to bring your arms down a little bit lower in. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the last thing we're going to practice for your 5 minutes is balance. We're just going to do 30 seconds on each leg. So use a table or chair. Chairs are our friends, right? And you're just going to lift up a leg. There you go. Good. For 30 seconds.
Just take your time. Breathing's important, so keep on breathing.
That's a tough one for me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all right to
Need
hold.
work on, yeah.
Hold, or you
Yeah.
can just do what we call toe
These
touch.
shoes
Just
are
sit.
not the best because the sole
Little heel.
is soft.
Yep. Exactly. Barefoot's usually better for that.
Probably.
And if it helps, bring your hands in closer, bring your hands out wide, whatever works for you. You need to go like this one.
Nice. Well, that's what's good about these two. You find your weaknesses, your strengths, work from there. You can switch.
And switch.
Yeah.
And just make sure you're breathing. That's the hard thing. Get here and you're like, and you hold your breath.
To hold your balance, yeah. Don't forget to breathe.
And you can tighten your core, tighten your glutes, cup the bottom of your feet, little ways. And if you need to go back down, you can. You can just go
Yeah.
down. Toe touch, you can just bring it here, here, is all various levels. 5 seconds.
Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. You can have a seat. I'll let you rest now. We'll get on to our next topic. But good job. You did 5 minutes of physical activity today. Only 25 to go. We'll break it up for you a little bit. All right. Next up, the second piece we were talking about earlier is meditation. So physical activity obviously does good for your physical body. Meditation does wonders for your mental health. Again, it's not one of those things that you have to go meditate for an hour to get the benefits of this. Again, just 5 minutes can do amazing things for yourself. Even if you're at home, with your animals. It might be harder with kids and animals. I know we were just talking about my puppies earlier. They're not good to meditate and practice around that. So usually somewhat by yourself. Or in a studio with others in a class, that works as well. Sometimes you feed off that energy, that calming energy of other people. Some people feed off of their positive energy, though, and they find it hard to relax and meditate that way. And when we speak of meditation, we're not talking about, like summoning gods and things like that. This is purely more of a relaxation technique, a time for just yourself so that you can recover and you can re-energize and carry on with your day. Spencer actually does some of this in his classes. We have them usually at the end of our yoga classes, but Tai Chi in itself, it's movement with meditation. They kind of combine both worlds, physical activity and the mental activity together. It's kind of cool practice to
So it's
work
a little
on.
bit less rigorous than yoga. When you talk about when you're doing the stretches or warrior two poses, but in Tai Chi we're moving, still using our body. But after you learn these moves, you can slowly start closing your eyes and relaxing and doing them. And of course, you're still moving your body, and obviously, once you close your eyes, you feel off balance a little bit. So slowly, you just take your time, breathing, relaxing, taking your time. That's the really cool part about Tai Chi. It's that whole meditation in motion.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's a fun way. All right, so what are our mental health benefits, or how to reap them, I guess, would be to start with just 5 minutes, which, like I said, we'll get to practice today. Then work your way up. But the important thing here is not the length of your meditation, but practicing it daily and just committing to that. Someone was asking in our previous session, would it be better at night or in the morning? Well, what's your day like? What kind of person are you? So do you need that meditation to help put you to sleep? Do you need it to kind of wake up and reset and get ready for your day, to mentally prepare for that? So do it both and see what you like better, and maybe practice over time. You make that part of your routine, and you'll just start doing it every day, because you're going to miss it when you don't do it, and that's key. That's the part that makes all the difference, is that daily practice. It can be maybe not in your car, but some people kind of do anyways, right? You zone out when you're by yourself. So just finding quiet time.
It's just that if you can do it in a relaxing situation, because we all have stressful times throughout the day. I mean, even though you might have something come up, you're like, I got to take care of all these things. Where do I start? But you're just like, okay, let me just, that kind of whole, let me relax, take that time. But you're doing that beforehand when you have any stressors on there. And then you slowly get better about it. And it just really slows down deterioration in your body's cells, just like relaxing a little bit. And this is proven. Your sarcomeres and your telomeres, like the little parts of your chromosomes, by doing meditation slowly, it just helps you just kind of take away the stressors. Because when they say stress kills, stress really does kill. So it messes with your brain cells, makes with so many things. So yeah, there's other reasons for meditation.
And here's all the benefits of it. So again, so why would I want to do this every day? A lot of these go hand in hand, which is cool. It's going to improve your quality of sleep. So if you have better sleep, you have more energy. If you have more energy, you're typically more productive. If you're more productive, you might have a better sense of well-being. And so it's a vicious cycle when our stress and our meditation is not there. You can fall into these vicious cycles of, I'm tired, I'm not productive, I don't feel good at my job, depression, anxiety, all that stuff starts to add up. So can we take 4 or 5 minutes a day to find that? If you reduce your levels of tension and stress, you have more enhanced relaxation. In fact, and hopefully even just a few minutes today that we're going to do, you'll find that benefit, or you'll feel it. We also, on our website, WellnessWorks website, have a list of videos. So anytime, you can just go and push the button. Some YouTube videos will pop up of different meditations. If you can't find a class to go to, there's apps you can download on your phone. I always suggest putting it next to something like a Facebook app, something that's mindless and doesn't really give us a benefit searching through Facebook. If you put the healthy stuff right next to it, those apps, you'll be more likely to remember it. Like, oh, you know what? Instead of searching Facebook today or Pinterest, I'm going to go over here to this meditation video and spend my time wisely.
Or before you can do Pinterest or Facebook, you have to do your 5 minutes of whatever it is, watching a healthy video.
Yeah, set some rules for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time. Yeah, practice
So we do a
time.
little bit of practice. So another just 5 minutes for it. We're just gonna sit in our chairs, do anything like sit on the floor, across your legs, or anything. And also another way I like to think about it is like we treat our bodies like our cars or vehicles. A lot of times, everyone, not everyone has a car. Some people use the bus, but it's still if one of your wheels in your car go bad, it doesn't matter that the other 3 are good. So you got to make sure you take care of something. So this one we just start off just with breathing, just relaxing. Just slowly close your eyes. Take your time. Actually, I'm going to have to music real quick. Sorry. But the main part is always nice and even breathing. So you're taking your time.
Okay, you said go to sleep.
No. That's the part where you make yourself not go to sleep.
Oh,
You're still.
Sleep at yoga at the end.
Do you?
Yeah, and you can. After that one, that's nice. Not too loud. Is that all right?
It's okay.
Okay. So you're breathing, relaxing. So it's that whole part. Like, how do you not fall asleep? Some people like clearing their minds. Some people are like, I can't clear my mind. There's so many things going on. So you can either put yourself in that happy place, that tree house you had as a kid, or that vacation that you're slowly working towards. So you're sitting on the beach, the sand, you can see the water, clear as day, and just relaxing. And I tell myself in our class, a way to relax, because you're not going to be all rigid and stiff while you're sitting there, and not hunching over. So you just kind of relax in the back of the chair and imagine someone has a warm bucket of water and they pour it over your head. So it's not jarring, it's not shocking, but everywhere the water touches, you turn off those muscles like a light switch and relax them. So first from your head, you relax all your facial muscles, your eyebrows, your cheeks, your chin. As it rolls down your arms, you start to relax your upper arms, your biceps, your triceps, all the way down your elbows, down to your forearms, to your fingertips, and to the palms of your hands. Going back up to your shoulders, you relax those, relax your spine, relax your upper back, relax your lower back, and then a little bit your glutes, your upper legs, your hamstrings, your quads, all the way down your knees. Relax your lower legs, your calves, all the way to the balls of your feet, just your toes. And just breathe. It's most important that you have nice even breaths. Every now and then, it's nice if you have a nice deep breath, so you're working on and you can do one or two of those. We're all Midwesterners for the most part around here now. So you're like, I don't want to make noises to bother the people next to me. Don't worry about them. It'll be fine. Just have a nice deep breath to help you just center yourself. Just relax. And slowly before you know it, you just relax. Thoughts may come through your head, but don't push them out. Don't worry about the laundry or anything else you have to do. Just let it go in one ear, out the other, and go back to focusing on your breath. And slowly, after some more deep breaths, you slowly start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingertips, roll your neck if you need to, roll your shoulders, and slowly start to open your eyes. Nothing jarring, nothing too hard. And then just slowly open your eyes and relax. And that's simple as meditation right there. And of course you hopefully should be like, that's nice, I need more of that. Or sometimes you're like, that's enough, that's exactly what I needed. And just doing that at least once a day, it's hard because you have to make time to do it, but every other day, and then you slowly work into that. It just makes a whole lot, not just for your mental mind, but actually your body. Your body needs that because we're always go, 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 go. So, all right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spencer.
No problem.
I like his meditation, so I let him lead that one.
I haven't had it for
Yeah.
those. You breathe in hard,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
push in to empty all of it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually a way.
It's harder to push it out.
Yeah. And that's like an advanced technique. When we talk about most of the time when I teach my Tai Chi class, I just put in layman terms to start. But when you're actually for actual martial arts wise there, they talk about the whole shit. You get to a point where you're like, good, then you get it all out, then you breathe in.
There's some
So-
apps for mindful breathing,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yep.
and I've done that before, practiced
Yeah.
that.
Because most of the time they tell people to take a deep breath and they go,
To really fill the
You're
lower
like,
part
oh,
of
you're
the
like,
lungs.
Mhm.
yeah, and get all that bad air out, all the things. It makes a big difference. And you can't do it that often, otherwise you get lightheaded. But anyway.
Yeah, belly breaths,
Yeah, belly
great
breath.
for if you have a hard time falling asleep. If you take deep breaths into your belly and that's all you're focusing on, you'll eventually drift off. So it's amazing, yeah. And it's good for digestion, so post-lunch, practicing those belly breaths, yeah. When everyone's trying to doze off, get some more energy back in your system, some.
Which coincidence, I think not, that leads to
Next up, nutrition. Nice segue. So he's got a couple photos here, again, for visuals. I'm a visual person. So we got one of our shakes up here because sometimes we're on the go, right? And rather than grabbing that fast food, trying to get all your carbs, proteins, fats into something you can take on the go. And a drink can be beneficial. Obviously, we prefer that you eat the real whole foods, a plate full, which is more like what's over here. But that's just kind of one of those are okay to have sometimes too. Like I said, I'd prefer that over some of the fast food stuff that we choose for when we're busy. you'll notice this plate has 50% or half of it is fruits and vegetables. I'm guilty. Mine typically don't look like that. If you go out to eat, they most certainly don't, right? That's usually about half a plate of steak. And, another, I don't know, 2/3 or so is a giant baked potato with the butter and the sour cream. And then they give you this tiny little space for your broccoli that cost you $4 to upgrade it, right? That they overcooked, exactly. So trying to rethink our plates a little bit to where we have that 25% should be our proteins. 25% of our plate should be those whole grains, fiber-rich foods. Carbohydrates are good for us. Any diet that tells you to cut them out is probably not a good diet to follow. We do need them for our brain function, for energy. And then about half of them, though, are fruits and veggies. So if that might be an area that we struggle in, we actually have a program coming up pretty soon that's going to challenge that. And we're going to challenge ourselves to eat more fruits and veggies for 30 days here at the college. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'll get you more details. But I like that visual because it's more true to what we should be eating and quite opposite of what we typically get. So we'll go on to our next one here. So benefits of eating. Something health experts are believing and finding more and more research on is that eating more whole foods is our best bet for improving our health and preventing diseases. So the idea that food is our medicine. So if you think of our bodies as a car, our fuel is our food. And so we have to look at it that way, because if we're not putting good foods in there, whole foods, what's that mean? No processed foods, anything that was kind of made in a lab or something like that in a package. Those are not our whole foods, but something straight from the earth that's our medicine. That's what our bodies were meant to have and to drive on.
And it's really organic, because a lot of people get stuck on the whole organic thing.
Right.
Whole foods is different in that part. So
Yep.
whole food can be organic, but then not all whole foods are organic.
Yeah, think about there's kind of some stepping stones. Like there's fruit snacks. So does that really have fruit in them? Mm-hmm. Some maybe, but probably not. Or fruit juices. Then there's the apple sauce. It's still packaged, right? Then there's a whole apple. So the whole apple is obviously better for you. You get all your nutrients from the apple and the skins and the fiber. It's great for your digestion. So that's the whole food. Everything else would be more your processed packaged stuff. So if you needed a visual, that's my best visual for that. Yeah, and so just thinking, what's one healthy change this week in your eating habits you could make? Because for some of you might eat really well already. So what else could you do just to tweak it a little bit? And maybe you don't at all. And so we're thinking, if you eat out for lunch every day, maybe that's your thing, right? Can you pack one lunch a week? That would be one healthy change that you would feel benefits from. And I say feel benefits, not see, because if we focus on seeing benefits with our nutrition, you're not going to stick to it. It's going to take a while, but you're going to feel the benefits way before you're going to see them. You're going to feel that energy. You're going to feel your digestion working better and your mood changes. So some other ideas, if you need them. You guys eat salads a lot. Just ordering or packing your dressing on the side. You would be shocked at how much you don't use of that if you don't pour it all over the salad. If you do go out a lot, like we talked about that whole steak dinner, right? So when they give you your plate, look at it. Does this look like what I'm supposed to be eating proportion-wise? And if not, figure out what it is, that portion size you should be eating, box the rest of it. So maybe it's half of it. Maybe they give you a huge serving. So maybe it's a quarter of it, or maybe you just chose a well-rounded meal and you get to eat all of it. But just trying to think ahead on that stuff. Order the box when your food comes out so that you're prepared and you're ready. Because sometimes if it's sitting there, you're waiting for the box, right? Just slowly start eating. I'm guilty. I know these things because I do it too. So don't worry. We're all human. Are you soda drinkers? No? Okay. Maybe sometimes, yeah. So maybe you get one a week. Okay, well, can you make that one a month? If you're a 2 sodas a day person, cut it down to 2 sodas a week. So there's one small change you will reap tons of benefits from. In fact, I think our next slide shows us our benefits, right?
Sure,
Yeah. Yeah, and then we can
Sure.
jump in on that. So improved digestion, especially if you're getting those whole foods. You're going to get the fiber, the nutrients of it. Your body digests whole foods, real foods, better than it does processed packaged foods. It recognizes it and knows what to do with it. It doesn't have to take all these extra steps to process it. It's going to improve your energy, your mood, decrease muscle pain. That's huge, especially if you are going to be exercising. So refueling afterwards is so important. Within 30 minutes after your workout, if you're not refueling properly, you're going to be more sore. You're not going to get the muscle gains that you want and the fat burning that you expected from it, because it has to have something to fuel off of. And then it'll improve your blood sugar, so you don't have those spikes or those dips in the day. Is anyone struggling right now to stay awake? Okay. It is. It's the afternoon. It's post-food, right? We're digesting. Depending on what you had and how hard you crash from those sugars, it can be more challenging, or it can be easier to get through your afternoon.
And also, if you have any questions with some of the parts of nutrition, we had the nutrition wellness class before.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
Ellery.
Ellery. So you can go back and look at the videos there. So she has a lot more information on that as well. So.
About how much of everything you should be eating. We have a video on that separately.
And we try to revisit that. Even though we had one now, we'll try to have one again, because that's something that needs to be reiterated over and over again. And plus, there's things that are being found newly. They're like, oh, this, or a lot of fad diets that aren't necessarily true, or they only tell you half of them, half of the importance of it. You don't have to do a keto diet. You don't have to do a paleo diet. You can just have your good square vegetables and or proteins, and you don't have to worry about having a special certain diet that's just like this. So.
Yeah, so that's where that little bit goes a long way, right? So just take what you're currently doing and make a little change, and then the next month make another change. Anyone who goes straight from what they're doing to one of those extreme diets, they're going to fail miserably. They'll see success probably for those 30 days or so, and then they'll go back to their habits. Or the second you cut carbs out completely, the second you put them back in, yeah, your body is like, what's this? It blows up a little bit. So
any diet that goes, once again, we use the word diet as something we're going to stick to for a little while. Your diet is what you eat. Like anything, like what's your diet right now? You're like, oh, I'm trying. Like, no. What is your diet? Or what's your amount of fruit and vegetables? What kind of meats do you have? Or do you not eat meats at all? What are you working on?
Your lifestyle, basically. Yeah. In fact, so that we are doing a vegetable challenge, like I said. So in August, we have a vegetable guru coming in. She knows everything you could possibly know about the vegetables, legumes, why we need them, what they do for us. And it's the end of August, and we're going to follow it in September, right after Labor Day, with a 30-day challenge. So this one is not one of those 30 days. You're changing your diet. You're just trying to eat better, right? Because most of us probably don't get the amount of vegetables we need. So I'll be in touch with you during that 30 days. Try this week. Have you ever eaten this? Try something new, recipes to eat with it. In fact, her presentation, she's going to on-site do a little meal prep and get everyone to taste it there too. So yeah, I'm excited about it. The 27th, which is on our Wellness Works website too. So a list of all of our events is on there, that YouTube channel to find previous videos, log of activities. I actually have a huge recipe book on there as well. It's a huge PDF. So you're bored at work or at home, whatever, you don't know what to do for dinner, instead of scrolling through Facebook, check out some recipes, plan some dinners.
What was the address again?
The YouTube, we have it linked through our Wellness Works website. So if you go there first, I can pull that up too. So does anyone want to try some veggies in a smoothie?
Yes.
Yes, all right, good, cool. Well, we'll blend that up. We have it prepared. I got to find my cups. I did. It might be a little loud for a second.
I mean, I just have to look on the website. So.
More the better.
Yep, sometimes some of my clients come to it, but then they're not always free. But yeah, anybody can. All right, let me make some noise real quick.
There it goes.
We'll bring them next time. Always improvements. Always improvements.
I know, right?
You need the more activity of tilting your.
It's a bicep curl,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
strawberries, fruits, and
What
vegetables.
you want to say while you're doing it.
What other things are for diet or for?
So is protein in there?
Allergy wise.
Oh,
Okay.
it's got whey protein.
Oh, so I'm out of protein. What's a good kind to get? I just ran out.
Oh, okay. I personally, this is me personally, I like Aldi's brand. They have a,
Thank you.
it's like $13.99 a little tub. It has, I think, 19 servings. It's around, I think, 30 grams of protein to 25 grams of protein per 2 scoops. and it's a really good cost. They do use a sweetener wines, but it's not super bad. Like a lot of times, I want to
Got
find more
mangoes.
natural ones. I think it's a sucrose or stevia. But as far as you get for budget, they're one of the best. And they have chocolate and vanilla. I need to get them as a spokesperson sometimes. But
Do they just have one brand? Like if I go there, I can just.
yeah, it's only one brand. If you just go near their
Go
Good
there
Wise.
this afternoon.
Yeah, give it a try out. It's pretty good, cost effective.
Oh, I'm good. Like, you can have that one. So there's kale in there. If you're not a fan of kale, eat it plain. This is a great way to get some veggies in. Throw it in a smoothie with some fruits and you kind of hide it. So you get your proteins, veggies, so thanks.
So how many different types of vegetables?
This one has just the kale in it. The mango puree, we ran out of our butternut squash mango, so that would have been another one to have.
Did you have
And-
little
oh,
beets to this
and
one?
beets, I forgot. I snuck in beets.
Raw beets?
It's powdered, yeah, raw beets, yeah, beet powder. So
You
it's,
can just put raw beets.
you probably
You
could,
could.
Very good.
yeah,
Cheers.
not too bad.
Cheers.
So it's a good way to get in a little healthy snack, well-rounded.
Do you have the recipe online?
I don't, because it's at our juice bar, but it's mango puree, kale, strawberries, that beet
Oh, you
powder.
put strawberries in this?
You allergic?
Are you allergic?
Should we go?
What's gonna happen?
I don't know.
Yep.
I'll see.
You should know what's gonna happen if you're
Well,
allergic.
Well, I don't know now.
Oh.
I haven't had strawberries in 50 years, 60 years almost. So I don't know
You
now.
could have grown ice it.
Sister is allergic to strawberries.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Go home and get some vinegar.
I like it. That's a good idea.
Okay, yeah, we don't have a
I
nurse
don't
anymore,
know.
so.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen.
I think
Okay.
I have some Benadryl in the mailroom.
You sure?
Thanks.
Okay.
We also might have some down in the office.
Yes,
First
thank
weekend.
you.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So I'm
They're
gonna
freeze
email
dried,
you.
so it's possible that some of the seeds and everything aren't in there, which are typically the
Yeah.
allergies.
Well, it might not be seeds, it might just be.
Could be.
My niece is
If you have
allergic to
strawberry
freeze
jello
dried,
or
but not
anything
real.
else.
Really? No flavoring or,
My niece can't have the freeze dried, she has a reaction to that, but real strawberries, she doesn't.
Oh,
like
funny.
fresh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever that happens. with
Because
the
usually it's
freeze
just the water that they pull out in that one, but I feel like some of the seeds come out with it too.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna email
this
you
is
the
somehow-
ingredients again, 'cause they don't
Sure.
stay in my head.
Sure. Let me close this one out, see if our
Yeah,
website will come up here.
see, I'd be afraid it would turn out green if there's too much scale on
There
it.
we go. Right, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I do, I put too much spinach in mine. And it's brown, yucky looking, but it's tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown.
Yep.
It just looks like chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. Add some chocolate to
Add
it
some
maybe.
cocoa
This is delicious.
powder.
Good. Good. So this is our Wellness Works website. If you've never been there, it's kind of a visual for you. You can get it through icc.edu, and then under your faculty and staff, we're right there. Wellness coaching, health and wellness coaching we offer. So there's a place if you're interested, you just plug in your info, it sends me an email, and we get you set up with that. Strategies. So we have a log of activities for those of you who are union wellness. You've got specific things you can do to get your wellness day. And then here's that YouTube channel, linked right there. That's where all of our videos, this one will be on there later. Let's see here. Nutritional wellness, there's that big recipe book, fun article about why you should eat an avocado every day. Love avocados. How to manage stress, workplace changes. There's those meditation videos. And let's see here, financial wellness, because that's also a part of our stress sometimes, is our finances. So how do we deal with that? Just some good information on there. And then below you see all of our events. Things that are coming up, I'll throw in a few things if people notify me of things in the area, like the 3-mile run, the Maka Maka. I'll plug it in for us so that you guys know that it's something that you could do. It's around here. It's not ICC necessarily, but if you run a 5K and you bring in your bib, you get wellness points for that. So I try to plug in some other area happenings for you. Then there was that Power of Veggies presentation is there. We'll follow it with that 30-day challenge. And then Optimum Health Solutions is here if you're not sure about what you're dealing with physically and medically, getting your blood work done. That'll be here in September. So,
So I'm currently not even a student here, and I've never worked here, but so, I mean, this is something, the 30-day challenge, something that I
Sure. I think since I've got your name, if you want to give me your email, I'll update you with our wellness update.
I'm
So,
going to sign up for classes.
Oh.
Something.
okay.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
turned 65. So.
Ah, that's exciting.
Happy to sign up.
Yes, you get a lot of deals, right? When you
Oh, no, free classes.
Exactly.
So,
In fact, the fitness center, then you got a couple options for that too. So if you take PE when you're 65,
okay, well,
it's like a $25 semester fee. If you didn't want to take the PE 180, you could sign up as a student then, because you're taking other classes, and it's $15 a month. So you got a couple options to work with there. And then you can come see us over at the fitness center. Yeah, that veggie challenge should be fun. We'll get you info. So I do have a separate email list for those interested in all of our happenings. Otherwise, you just have to go straight here to find out what's happening. But if you want those, every other week or so, I'll send out an update on something that's going on in the area or a reminder about these kinds of presentations. So, or if we're having a special or a group fitness launch or something fun over at the fitness center, we update you through that. Okay. Any questions about anything? No? Well, there's lots of ways that you can start doing this today. You know, how do I get started? There's so many apps out there that can help you. Like I said, just download them, have them available, have this website up and ready at your desk even. Set reminders on your phone every hour to go off. Hey, I've been sitting here for too long. Get up and do something, stretch. Or I've been doing the same thing. I've been walking for an hour straight. Stop and do some squats or, you know, whatever it's different than your normal day. Just if you need help along the way, come ask us. We're open books over there, free info all the time. We just might get more than you asked for, though.
And sometimes there's also YouTube videos and like some podcasts you can use. I know there's a whole slew of them to go through. But we're going to start putting some up on the wellness website too, ones for like trainer approved or Liz approved.
Yeah, so you know that you're getting quality information through those YouTube videos and podcasts. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for coming today.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you got a little boost to get you through.